This is a how to play Ne Zha. If you guys didn't know, Ne Zha is a male. I know, shocker, right? Well, he also is a assassin, and he's one of the hardest hitting assassins there is in SMITE. And that's coming from a Loki main. Ne Zha's ultimate should kill anyone and everyone. Now, if we take a second to go look at just the abilities. This is the ring. It'll bounce off of multiple enemies, doing 175 plus 20% of your physical power. And I mean, and you get movement speed per hit, 5%, and you slow everybody. This kit is specifically for engaging. There's not much to disengage from, but with your late game power, you really shouldn't have to disengage. You got Flaming Spear, which this will heal when you activate it, and it'll do extra crit. It will give you attack speed. It gives you... What else does it fucking give you? It gives you the fucking world. That's what it gives you. Now your sash. What you do is you throw out your sash, you wrap up your opponent, they can't move, they're stunned, you flop over to them like a homophobic fish, and you do 190 plus 100% of your physical power. That also can crit. That also can crit. Oh no. Now, here is your ultimate. You run into your god. Normally, you use the sash, and then you use your wind fire wheels, which you run into the god, you send him up in the air, you hit him 5 times. Each one, it's a full-on crit, doing 120 plus 30% of your physical power. But when they land, and when you hit them, it does 280 plus 65% of your physical power, and all of them crit. So guess what? Deathbringer and Malice is insane on this god. If you build both of those in the same game on his god, it does a crazy amount of damage. And let's not even mention if you build Crusher, which gives basically another Malice. It's completely insane. It is so much damage, guys. It's so much. Now, for passive, it's a buff. Obviously, it only affects yourself. Ne Zha's spirit is strengthened as he successfully hits enemy gods with abilities and basic attacks. So that's both. And each hit provides 1 stack, and each crit hit provides 2 stacks. Guess what? You're going to be critting a fuck ton. Stacks remain until Ne Zha is out of combat for 5 seconds. And the buff is you could get this to 20%. Meaning you can get 10% more critical chance every time you hit a god. If you hit a god, if you hit, not even just a god, but if you hit minions, 20 minions, or you use your ring and it bounces off of 6 fucking people, you already have a higher chance of crit just with this. Fuck your items. Just with this. It's nuts. It's nuts. Now we can go to item builder. By the way, just in case you guys haven't watched it from a couple months ago when I used to do these gods and god builds and all that, I don't go with starter item, core items. I don't do that. This is what I go with. I go with your starting item, your boots, shit like that. That's it. Now, obviously, for your starting item, you need that if you're going with Conquest. If you're not going with Conquest, you don't need to get it. Period. For this, you're going to need Warrior Tabi. Whether that be your first or second item, depending on this. We're going to go with just a Conquest build, just because. If not, if you guys are looking at this and you guys do not play Conquest, you guys play Joust or Arena or whatever the fuck you guys play, don't worry about it. Just exclude Assassin's Blessing. That's it. Second item. Guess what? Yeah, you're going to be getting Deathbringer. Then you're going to be getting Bloodforge. Then you're going to get Malice. Right here, already an insane amount of damage. But we could get it a little bit higher than that, don't you think? I think so. So what we're gonna do is get Crusher, which you could always switch Crusher out with Deathbringer, move everything down one. So it's not that big of a deal. You can build this at any point, but this is how I like to start building, because I like that early power, and then it mitigates into late game. And then your fourth item, it can be ASI, but what I like to put is Quinn's Eyes, just for them Guardians, Warriors, those very stack heavy. Just you can't cut through my defense, just for them. And what I'll add down here and over here, which I will get that to in a second, are the consumables. All you're gonna want is just your potions, your obvious health mana potion, and then your 2 wards. You want your regular ward first, and then your sanctuary, whatever. This doesn't matter. This is just how I like to build them. Now this slot right here is one of the most important slots, and this is your if this happens slot. So let's say you build your boots, you got Deathbringer, and you just finished Bloodforge. So you're about to go into these last 3 items to complete your build. But let's say you're getting stuck behind quite a bit. Like they're on level 8 and you're on level 6. So you're falling behind quite a bit. Then these items would be the ones that would help you, the ones that would further engage. So it'll bring you back up, and that would be for Ne Zha brawlers. Because chances are the only reason why you're falling behind of Ne Zha is because you don't have brawlers and they're healing too much. That's the highest chance. Now for your relics, you can't go wrong with the first 2. I mean, you just really can't. Those are the main 2 relics. I wouldn't suggest getting anything else. Not consumables. There is the Heavily Wings, just so you can get out really quick, and Bracer. Or Blink. You can get Blink too, but I like Bracer because when you come off of your ult, everyone's focused on you. They know you don't have an escape anymore, and they're going to fuck you up. But this is the final build. That is an insane amount of power. Not counting crit. That's not counting crit. That is a full build right there. Not counting crit. Now let's say you haven't bought these 3 yet. So you're going to buy this. You're going to get Malice and then Crusher. Now this will depend on who is snowballing. If a tank is snowballing, you don't get Crusher and you get Quinn's. If it's a mage or ADC or whatever, then you'll get Crusher. Let's see, that'll give you a total of 275, and this will give you 265. But Crusher's passive, aligned with Malice's passive, just goes together so well. So now I'd like to show you guys a clip of a game where it was a all Odin, all Ne Zha game, where I believe I went 19-0. And because I wasn't planning on recording that game, I ended up getting the previous game I played, which would... I got the gameplay, I just don't have the voices. I don't have the audio for it. So either way, I'm going to play a little music for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. If this helped you at all, leave a like, and I thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you already haven't for any more God updates. Comment any other guys that you want to see. I'll catch you guys in the...